Good afternoon. My name is Michael Martin, and I am doing another video here on some business research I did while I was a doctoral student at Walden University. Um, in this video, I'm looking at research in business and management, um, specifically at the Great Resignation, and it's a literature review on workforce exodus phenomenon. Um, So, what really caused the Great Resignation? Was it just higher pay? Was it burnout? Was it remote work? Or was it something deeper? In today's video, I'm breaking down a 2023 academic literature review that synthesizes what researchers actually say about the Great Resignation, its causes, consequences, and what organizations must do moving forward. The article is titled Unraveling the Great Resignation, a comprehensive literature review on the workforce exodus phenomenon. It was published in the Research Journal of Business and Management in 2023. Now, here's what's important. This is not just one survey. It is a systematic review of existing research across major academic databases, specifically Web of Science and Scopus. The authors consolidated findings across workforce trends, motivation, burnout, remote work, turnover, and policy implications. In other words, they stepped back and asked, what does the total body of research tell us about the Great Resignation? In terms of methodology, the authors used structured research terms including Great Resignation, employee motivation, job satisfaction, remote work, work-life balance, burnout, turnover, flexible work arrangements, and policy implications. They applied Boolean search strategies, filtered by document type and publication date, and mapped the research landscape. Their scope table shows enormous research volume in areas like turnover, job satisfaction, employee motivation, policy implications, and this tells us something important. The Great Resignation was not isolated. It intersected with long-standing research and motivation and organizational behavior. So why did people leave? The study identified several primary drivers. Let's walk through them clearly. First, work-life balance. Remote work blurred the boundaries between professional and personal life. Many employees reassessed what balance means, and were unwilling to return to rigid structures. Second, health and safety concerns, especially in customer-facing or in-person roles. The pandemic made workplace exposure a real risk factor. Third, burnout, increased workload, pandemic stress, emotional fatigue. Employees began prioritizing mental well-being over traditional job security. Fourth, reevaluation of meaning. The pandemic caused reflection. Many workers reconsidered career direction, pursued new career paths, started a business, or sought more fulfilling roles. Fifth, inflation and compensation pressure. Rising costs of living push employees to seek better pay and benefits. Sixth, childcare disruptions. School closures and reduced childcare access forced some parents out of the workforce entirely. So the Great Resignation was not just about money, it was about balance, safety, burnout, purpose, and structural shifts in work itself. What was the organizational impact? The research highlighted serious organizational consequences. Employers faced talent shortages, increased competition for skilled workers, operational disruptions, productivity challenges. Healthcare and education were particularly impacted. High turnover in in-person sectors created structural strain. This wasn't just an HR issue, it became an economic issue. So, what should employers do? According to the review, adaptive strategies are essential. Employers should offer flexible work arrangements, remote or hybrid options, prioritize mental health support and burnout reduction, adjust compensation packages to reflect economic realities, provide growth and development opportunities, maintain transparent communication. This is not about perks, it's about redesigning the employment relationship. What was the role of government? The authors also emphasize policy implications. Governments play a role by protecting worker rights, providing financial and workforce support, investing in education and skill development, supporting child care systems. The Great Resignation intersected with labor policy, not just organizational management. Research gaps. Importantly, the authors note that we still need more empirical research, specifically long-term impacts across industries, demographic differences, sector-specific analysis, and which retention strategies actually work. The Great Resignation it was a transitional shock, or it may have represented a structural shift in the future of work. Um, we don't know yet exactly how it's going to work out, although many businesses have asked employees to return back to the office. In conclusion, so what's the takeaway? The Great Resignation represents a reordering of workplace priorities. Employees are placing balance, well-being, meaning, flexibility above traditional job security alone. Organizations that adapt will retain talent. Those that resist structural change may continue to struggle. If you're a business leader, HR professional, researcher, the question isn't whether the Great Resignation happened. The question is, have we adjusted our systems accordingly? If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe for more research-based leadership and workforce insights. And I'll see you in the next video. In the below description, I'll drop a link or a reference if you want to access the journal or research the journal article for more study. Thank you very much. Bye.